Okay, right, now today I have a package. Well, you're going to know what it is from the title of this video anyway. Okay, so now let's get to it. I'm going to open this. It's come all the way from China. I have to pay custom fee on this. I already opened some of that. The main box. Now here's what we've got. It's a nice padded sponge or something. This looks like a receipt, an invoice. Not my name though. Who is Jorge Benzasegui? It's not my name, from Spain. Sorry to whoever that is. It's the right item though I ordered. Okay, put it on one side. Okay, this is the case for it. I asked for acrylic, which it looks like it is, but it doesn't look like a clear acrylic to me. I'm gonna find out more on that one. Ooh, this is nice. So this is the BNC probe. Okay, looks nice. Yeah, the cable is not that thick, but the attachment looks really good. Okay. Then there's a hook there. Yeah, looks cool. And a ground cable, crocodile clip. Okay, it looks good. Now this is the main item. Okay, I'm gonna put this box away. Okay, put this one away. Now here's what we've got. We've got the case, which looks like a case. We're gonna open it in a minute. We've got the BNC probe. The cable comes with it. That's what I bought. There might be versions out there without the probe. And then here is the oscilloscope itself. DSO138 mini. This is the mini one. They have the non-mini one, but I bought the mini one instead. This is apparently from the official seller, GYE Tech, which is the one that created this device. It's a nice label there, QC pass. So I'm gonna open this. Let me get my, I can't find my knife. I have a, there we go. So, whoa. Oh. Okay, that's it. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got a set of instructions, manual, which is good. There you go, the user manual. I've got the components here. All the components there. I've got, here is the board. Very nicely packaged, nicely wrapped. Comes in there's a screen. There's a circuit board. The ICs are already pre-soldered, if you notice. The small ICs are already pre-soldered. Because I'm not going to solder each of the IC because that is really tricky to solder, so those are already soldered. However, I'm wondering whether, oh, they did. Here is the CNC, because on the page where I bought it, it's not that clear whether they're gonna include this female BNC probe attachment, or they're just gonna give me the usual like attachment for it. I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, so it includes, so it fits well with. I mean, I guess it makes sense because when I bought it, I was like, if I bought it with the CNC BNC probe, then they're gonna give me the female attachment as well. So that's what they did. Okay, brilliant. Now, there you are. Okay, so I've sort of like categorized that, tidied it up, so bunch it all together. Yeah, it looks good so far. Obviously the resistors, I need to check it with my multimeter, which one is which. It looks, yeah, I might also need some kind of a magnifying glass. I haven't been soldering for a while. Yeah, it looks like it looks really nice, and the screen is really good. The board looks really good. Yeah, and then here is the user manual, which I'm going to follow. This is quite a good user manual. They include like a box where we can check whether you have the item or not. And let's see how many steps are there. So let's see. We've got about, wait a minute. Okay, so we've got about we've got about 13, 19, about 19 and 20, about 20 steps. 20 steps. So the final product should look something like that. And also include about how to calibrate it as well, which is good. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a go, and you're gonna watch me assemble this. Great. Okay, so I'm gonna try and power this up. Oh, fingers crossed. I wired it a bit differently. So technically, basically this pin here, if you can see this pin, supposed to be here, not with the BNC connector, but that is if you are using this thing here, okay, which I am not using this. In fact, I am using the BNC probe, which is, let me show you, this one. Okay, I'm using this one, and then that's why the instruction said, oh, do not install this if you are using the BNC. So that's why I installed BNC. However, the instruction where I need to check the voltages and controls, I need to power it up from that end with this connected. Wait, hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna try it out. Yeah, so basically it needs to be here, over here. Okay, now so I can't do that, so I can't power it up, so that means I can't check the voltages with my voltmeter. So in fact, I'm just gonna power it up. We're gonna find out. I'm quite nervous actually. Let's power this up. Oh, that. It's doing something. It's definitely doing something. I'm not sure what is going on exactly. Is it a good thing? It's a blue light. I can check the voltages if I just try it out. Where is it? Okay, what's going here? V1 should be 0. Okay. V2 is down here. Should give me 1.05, which is correct. and then V3 2.1. Let me try it out. Perfect, 2.14, which is fine. V4 minus 1.05. Yeah, minus 1.06, which is great. And then V plus should be more than 3.5. It's fine. V minus should be less, minus fine. AV minus is fine. AV plus 4.61 is fine. And then the last one is V bus. Where is that? Where is V bus? Hello. Oh, hold on. Oh, there. So supposed to be 5.1, but I'm getting just 5. Okay, it stays there. Check slaps and push buttons. Calibrate C4 and C6 if everything is fine. What does that mean? Calibrate C4 and C6. C instruction right. So insert hook probe to J1. Okay, so here it is. Okay, I finished building it, following the instructions. First impression is the outside, or how it looks like. It has this nice acrylic case, if you can see, really nice. However, this one is both sides here. So basically I literally followed the instructions and they asked me to install this pin, which is here, right? Apparently that is the pin for the battery. If I want this to be powered by battery, I can put this pin in, and this pin can connect this one and connect this to the battery and to power it up. However, the acrylic case that comes with it, the panel on the side, if you can see, it doesn't fit because it doesn't have a cutout for the pin, for the battery pin. It has a cutout for the USB. It has a cutout for this switch, but that's it. So I think I'm just gonna take this out. I'm gonna unsolder it and take it out. So that means I'm just gonna power it with a USB from now on. Okay, and then it's really nice case. However, the buttons is so annoying. It's so clicky. It's just so annoying. Yeah, I wish it's like a soft touch, but it's, yeah, I don't know, because it needs a lot of clicking involved. Okay, let me power this up and see how it looks like. So if I power this up, okay. It's a flashing LED, and there we go. Okay, that's a screen. It's an LED sign. I think that's a good sign. Okay, this is literally just a video of me assembling it and a rough first impression. I'm gonna run a few more tests and see what I can do with it and how well it runs. Is it worth it? For example, if I'm using in a classroom, do I really need the massive oscilloscope that I can carry around, or I can just use this mini one? So I'm gonna run a few more tests, and it's good that it comes with is a BNC probe. The BNC probe looks really high quality actually. I can also swap that, but however I need to unsolder it to use with this pin, this hook probes here. However, if you can see, it's a little bit noisy, the readings. I'm gonna look into that. I'm also need to look at the firmware. Is it the latest firmware? So if you can see, there you go, it hooks up really nicely, the BNC probe, and that's the ground, and then that's the hook. If you can see, that's the hook. Okay, and then yeah, there we go. It's really nice. I can change the mode. I don't have a signal generator at the moment, so I can't show you the different waveform, and yeah, but I can show you one waveform where I calibrated it earlier. If I hook this to the ground, okay, there, so that's a square wave there, and that's where you want to calibrate to make sure the edges are right angled. So I've done that just fine, and yeah, so I'm gonna run a few more tests and see how it works, how good it is. But in terms of quality, it's quite good. In terms of assembling, soldering and stuff, it is a tiny bit tricky. It's a tiny bit tricky. Yep. Yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure you don't forget to subscribe. I'm gonna do a few more videos about this, about how to use it, a simple use of that, and how well it runs, and how does it compare now when I have the chance to, or when it's allowed to go back outside. I can go back to school and compare it with our massive professional oscilloscope compared to this one. Okay, all of the links are included in the description below, and yeah, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave a comment. I'll try my best to answer them, and see you in the next video, guys. Bye.